Let's check out today's play of the game, brought to you by Acrisure.
It's brought to you by this Kiki and JuJu show. They have combined for 51 points. Those two alone have outscored St. Louis in this game, and they have been just spectacular in terms of their attack and finish and ability to star in their role for this team that is ranked 6th in the country for a reason. Riding on their strong shoulders, they have played staunch defense. They have done their job offensively clearly as well.
And the 12 free throw makes by Kiki Irifin a new career high.
Yeah,
she is just figuring out how great she can be.
Absolutely, no question about it. They've combined for 15 rebounds and 51 points at an efficient clip. Look at their shooting there from the floor. It's a thing of beauty right now for the Trojans.
Time to check in with our sideline shorty. Autumn Johnson, what's happening?
Well, Lindsay Gottlieb said we have an extremely talented freshman class, and it's a hard place to be in when you walk into a team with high expectations. So we want to give them the grace to be freshmen. She said Avery Howe was terrific versus Seton Hall. Kaylee Heckel is playing big minutes at the point. You see them on the floor right now. We need our freshmen, and I'm challenging the upperclassmen to help them and give them the confidence that they're going to be a big piece of what we do.
Thanks so much, Autumn. I really appreciate that report. Ashley Gill at Meta Hoops up in Idaho. As Avery buries the trippers, said Howell would get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to be at the gym by 4:30 to get in work ahead of school. That's how much she wanted to improve her game, and that's how she became back-to-back Idaho Gatorade Player of the Year.
Yeah, but you gotta stay ready so you don't have to get ready. When you get to college, you got to be ready to go and hit the ground running. And yes, there'll be a level of grace given to you, and you're going to have to cut your teeth and learn on the fly and get those in-game reps to get better. But it's that time you spend alone in the gym. That's where you develop your skill.
Nice splash. That felt good. Bergstrom getting it done.
39% striker for Bergstrom. And she has been lighting it up from range in this one.
She's been a bright spot for sure with 16 points.
There's something so pure about the way JuJu stops on a dime, complete body balance at 6'2", and just drops it in effortlessly.
Silky. She's got 27 to lead all scorers. Bergstrom, gotta find her. Her hand is hot.
Can't get there after she's caught it because it's out of her hands.
She's got 5 threes, the step through and kick. Samuel can't connect. JuJu said, come on, I want my dime.
Nice
Bergstrom, heat check, too strong.
And JuJu's ability to get the rebound and then become the offensive initiator. Dancing with the stars right there in the pull-up.
Oh, that's nice.
Very sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, no, super sweet. Super sweet. I mean, what can you do with that? I mean, she's
just watching and enjoying.
No, I mean, she's well defended. It's not like she's wide open doing these things. She is well contested by top defenders of her opponents. It's a little drag action here by St. Louis.
JuJu Watkins leading all scorers with 29 points, 5 rebounds. And she has played with those 4 personal fouls for a stretch.
Yeah, watch this right here. Sizing up the defense, surveying, stopping on a dime, and shooting over 2 like they weren't even there. I mean, she has just been incredibly spectacular with the way that she chooses her shots and her sweet spots. She doesn't force the issue. She knows exactly how to lull the defense to sleep and put them where she wants them to be. It's a chess match when it comes to JuJu Watkins and her skill set.
7.5 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter of play in the first meeting between USC and St. Louis. 3 on the way, 2 strong. Brooklyn Gray couldn't connect. Rhea Marshall tried to get it inside to Kiki. Irifin, though, or Irifin rather, only stands 6'3", not 6'5".
Yeah, and she also had her target hand on the other side where she was
there was that.
more open, and he threw it You got to throw it right to the collarbone, especially on a high-low pass, right? You're sealing down in there. You don't want to leave that spot.
Spin move. And JuJu is there. She rips and runs. Nice pass to Heckel, who earns a trip to the free throw line. The vision by Watkins, elite.
JuJu Watkins, just stunningly effective and efficient in the open floor. What a dime, a pocket pass to the weak side. But just perfectly placed passes and the timing of it. It's on time, on target on those passes for JuJu on the move.
Heckel misses the first. It's kind of surprising, an 83% free throw shooter. Rolls in the second. Let's check back in with Autumn.
Guys, Kaylee Heckel's nickname is K9. She likes to play with that dog-like mentality, but it's bigger than just her first name and initial. As JuJu Watkins gets that 3 to go. She was number 4 in high school, but changed to number 9 coming into college, and 9 represents the start of something new and the completion of something before, symbolizing a new chapter. K9 told me throughout my career, I've been undervalued and I'm an underdog, so it's also to inspire people to believe in themselves. And if you're an underdog, you can get through anything as long as you believe in yourself.
I love that.
DAWG, I like that, and K9, that's cute.
Yeah, I love that, but I also love this, right? The defense turning to offense once again for USC. A nice dime to JuJu Watkins, 10 toes down behind the line, and snuggles that one home in the nets. That's her 3rd triple of the game.
Irfin at the cup. She now has 28 to go along with 11, and that's another double-double for Kiki. You can see why this USC team is going to eat, because the defense is on lock.
This has just been spectacular to see how USC has responded defensively. Right? Okay, you're going to make shots, you're going to miss shots, but your energy on defense wasn't like this in the first half, and that's why St. Louis was able to hang around.
Heckel to Samuels to Watkins. She's got 34. Beautiful basketball. Tillett. Inside. Oh, nice move. That's tough. Watkins was defending well.
Yeah, she got right into that body with that little bump, and that gave her the little crevice of space, a little daylight.
That's why we talked about Brooklyn Gray off the top of the telecast. She makes things happen for the Billikens. Irfin, no, gets her own rebound. Watkins, oh, I thought she was going to step back behind that line to shoot.
I leaned back, I thought the same.
At the cup is Kiki yet again. She's got a 30-piece.
2 players with 30. And then a miscue by St. Louis there on the turnover.
With that, we're going to step aside. A 14-2 run by USC. First round coverage of the college football playoffs presented by Allstate begins December 20th and 21st. Watch all of the action unfold on ABC, ESPN, TNT, and Max. Lindsey Gottlieb has dialed up some serious offense as the Trojans have outscored the Billikens 56-16 in the second half.
JuJu and Kiki are now on the bench for USC, and they have combined for 64 of the 98 points for USC in this contest. And they just put forth the effort on the defensive end, so don't get it twisted. Yes, the offensive numbers are gaudy, for sure, but it was the defensive focus in the second half that turned the tide for the Trojans.
Ball goes inside, turnaround jumper short. And now a discussion to see who has possession of the basketball, and it will be St. Louis. So with all of the substitutions, let's remind ourselves who's out on the floor for both teams, as it is Heckel and Samuels, Rhea Marshall, and Talia von Oelhoffen, along with Vivian Iwuchukwu for USC playing defense. 4 more players at the scorer's table getting set to check in. Shot clock getting low. That ball a little bit short by Brooklyn Gray.
Give St. Louis credit. I mean, that first half went back and forth with USC, number 6 team in the country.
Listen, they outscored them in the second quarter, 22-18.
And it was a big-time effort, and that's something that they can carry forward moving on in this season.
JuJu will head to the free throw line. More players in for USC. On the floor for St. Louis. And Umeli, Calhoun, Gray, Simon, and Bergstrom. But Bergstrom is coming off. She had a heck of a day at the office. 19 points to lead St. Louis.
Solid performance. Let that thing fly from 3. It was beautiful to see her shot and the quick release of it all from range. But when you're looking at this USC team and what they can glean from this opportunity to compete and be challenged the way that they were in the first half, they can learn a lot about the depth of their team, right? Have players coming off the bench, staying ready to perform and not being at their best in that second quarter specifically. But to get out of that locker room and come back in the third and dominate the game in that way, they know they have it in them. So now there's no going back. If you're Lindsey Gottlieb, you can always point to this game. Remember that time when we had to talk about playing with some tenacity
and I had to cinch my
some
hair
ferociousness, right? And some ferociousness. Hey, we can always have this as a touchstone, and we know that we can flip that switch back on if need be. We know we have it, and I think that's what USC has learned today.
Brooklyn Shamblin just into the game, picks up the personal foul. Ball out of bounds underneath for St. Louis. Aaliyah Gales has checked in alongside Ryan Forestier. Oh, that's a nice hit.
That was wicked. Little step back.
Okay, Brooklyn.
Love to see that in her. And the no fear has been there from jump ball for her in this game. Coming off of back-to-back plus 24-point performances for St. Louis.
Shamblin throwing it into traffic, and the Billikens take advantage. Oh, that's wet. We see you, Calhoun. Kennedy Calhoun, still with great effort and energy.
As she should, and I love it. And that's why they're going to continue to improve this season, because they have not quit. They're continuing.
Aaliyah Gray, nice find. Rebound put back. Winds up in a trip to the free throw line. Want to shout out producer Sean Gerchkov, director Brent Kristen, technical director Todd Kinsey, the statistician Michael Brenner, stage manager JR, and of course our TNT Sports cheat code, our researcher extraordinaire Tracy Lynn Snyder. Thanks to everybody who made this Acrisure Series event possible. For myself, I know you, Christy, are super excited. Autumn has been amazing. We are so grateful to have spent the last 4 days together and talking about basketball. Want to let the people know the red, white, and blue look to close out the year in style in a heavyweight matchup across the pond. Watch England against the U.S. women's national team tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern on TNT and stream on Max.
Yeah, just to your point, Cindy, just giving everyone kudos for the high level of respect for this game that we love so much. Men's basketball, women's basketball, just a game of basketball. We've called men's games here. Women's games here is the first year that women have competed in this Acrisure series. Last year was just only for the men, and it's going to continue to expand. So just to have the graciousness and professionalism of the TNT team.
100%.
It has been a blessing.
We have done 10 games in 4 days. That's just our crew, but there are 2 more games on tap after we exit the building. Arizona State awaiting to play St. Mary's right after this game wraps up. And Umeli connects at the free throw line. She's finishing strong. The lead is 40 for USC. Oh, nice take, couldn't finish. And then a whistle for over the back on Clarice.
Vivian took flight on that one.
She's got some hops.
Yeah, but it wasn't just that. It was the way she was gliding to get to the part where she had to hop. Right? She was really smooth with it.
You know I want to see Aaliyah Gale score.
I know, her story.
Oh my gosh. She just attends a party in Las Vegas and was the victim of a shooting that nearly took her life. The doctors found 18 bullet hole entries. Some broke her bones in arms, legs, broke a blood vessel. We are so grateful that she is just able to live, let alone hoop again.
Absolutely. I mean, to see her out here with the opportunity to do what she absolutely loves to do is incredible. I mean, and what an inspiration. And that's just unheard of.
Right?
But for her to beat the odds and to be a salamander, if you will, through the fire and coming through and surviving that, and not only surviving, but thriving.
100%.
That is incredibly special.
Under 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter of play. Shamlin picks up her dribble. Oh, great effort. The steal by Ann Umeli and the finish.
No quit in this St. Louis team. The Billikens.
I love what Rebecca Tillett is building. Back-to-back champions for the first time in A10 play.
Yeah, the WNIT champs last year, so they understand what winning takes, and you can see that.
They get that done for the first time as a women's program. Three on the way. Hoop wouldn't have it. And out of the pack comes Ryan for a steal. And that will earn Clarice a trip to the free throw line. Akun Wafu, a career high of 11 points, 12 rebounds. Nneka Ogwumike is her biggest sports hero.
I love that. As she should be.
That's a great role model.
President of the
WNBA
Players Association.
Yep. Now we're just finishing each other's sentences. That's what's happening.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
But Nneka is, you know, what a fine example on and off the court as a leader of herself first, and then it shines through as a player and as president of the WNBA.
She sings them both. Everybody cheering. You love that on that USC bench as the Trojans have eclipsed the century mark again this season. A program record 124 points against CSUN. Nice finish at the cup. Billikens fight to the end.
I love that Kennedy Calhoun made that bucket and pumped her fist Arthur style and fired up about it.
Yes.
Just playing right now for the love of it and the no quit of it.
Iwuchukwu at the rim. And so the Billikens will take time. 32 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter of play. With that, we're going to take one last time out and put a bow on this event. Welcome back to Acrisure Arena. Just 30 seconds to go before USC improves to 6-1. What's your big takeaway from this one, Christy?
Well, you saw the heart and character on full display for USC after the halftime break. But you've seen it the entire game from St. Louis, but they just couldn't match the effort and the tenacity that they felt from USC after the halftime break. But it's not for lack of heart. So.
Shot clock is off.
It's not for lack of heart. This St. Louis team is right there with it, and you have to respect that.
Shamblin playing keep away to salt this win away for USC. Ball goes out of bounds, 0.8 of a second on the clock. And that will do it. Southern California bounces St. Louis 104-65. So make it 2 straight wins for number 6 USC. for the women of Troy at the Holiday Invitational. USC wins the first meeting against St. Louis to improve to 6-1 overall. Up next, USC will entertain Cal Baptist on December 3rd and then open Big Ten play at number 21 Oregon December 7th. What did you like most about what you saw from the Billikens?
Well, from the Billikens, it was heart and hustle. And for USC, I saw the connectivity in terms of their character and their culture and what they want to continue as the 6th ranked team in the country. And JuJu and Kiki combining for 51 points and 15 rebounds is a dynamic duo that I want to see more of moving forward.
Okay, I'm loving it. Our trophy, our organizers here at Acrisure Arena want a team picture with JuJu and Kiki. So let's send it over to Autumn Johnson. A season high of 34 points for JuJu Watkins, and Kiki Irioffen a new career high of 12 made free throws. Let's send it over to Autumn Johnson.
JuJu, a season high of 34 points. Describe the freedom and flow you were playing with out there.
Yeah, I think, you know, a lot of shots went in for me today, so I'm super grateful for that. But, you know, overall, we just played as a team, and I'm glad that I was able to share the floor, and the energy felt good tonight.
I want to talk about the team effort because you and your duo combined for 64 points, but also Talia had some big-time shots. Avery stepped up huge. Describe how you've seen this team gel together and the process that's been like.
Yeah, it's definitely been a process. I mean, we're coming off of a tough loss, so just to be able to come here and get the opportunity to redeem ourselves and play again, I mean, it's working. So we'll continue to go back to the gym and keep working on it.
And Kiki, 30 piece for you. How are you able to impose your will inside?
I think just taking my time, not rushing, kind of seeing what the defense is giving me. My teammates found me really well, and I was able to just finish at the rim. But I think all in all, we played with joy today, and that's what helped us get the stub.
I love it. Thank you so much, you guys. Back to you.
Autumn, thanks so much. A dominating effort from USC, particularly in that third quarter where they beat the Billikens 37-8 and just took control. What did you like most about the USC effort?
I like their intentionality on the defensive end in the second half. I thought that was the backbreaker for St. Louis. It took their hope away, and they were able to get into the gaps and get those live ball opportunities, second chance points as well. But for me, it's always going to be about the defense. And your scoring will always be there, here and there. It might be off some nights, but your defense can never be off. So it was a 45-15 advantage on points off of turnovers. They forced 24 turnovers from St. Louis, and that was the key cog to success.
CEO of Visit Greater Palm Springs area with another trophy presentation here, the Holiday Invitational Trophy. One went to Michigan State and the other goes to USC. With that, that'll do it for us. Thanks so much for spending part of your Thanksgiving holiday week with us. For Christy Winter-Scott and Autumn Johnson, I am Cindy Brunson, wishing you the very best of the rest of your holiday weekend, and we look forward to talking to you down the road. More basketball is next.